What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 776th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity. Hope Kevin Ray Wilder doesn't... You said you were toxically masculine, so that must mean you are toxically masculine. Let me quit fucking with him. Shout out to Kevin Ray Wilder. Shout out to him. Appreciate him for coming on to the show. We are streaming, as always, live to Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, mgtow.tv, manosphere.tv, and of course, in crystal clear, high-resolution 4K to Sharpe Stream. So however you're watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Live a part of your daily routine. It is it is Tuesday, September 7th of 2021. It is good to have you guys in today. Shout out to my sharpshooters in the YouTube chat, the School Bus, Dre Raven, Ice Dragon Kid. Shout out to the snipers over on Sharpe Stream. Appreciate the support, guys. Dre Raven, Double Dippin', Hellfong, Sirius, RPAP, and Hemlar. Appreciate you guys being in there and showing the support. Let's get right to it, guys. Let's not waste any time. So, the Godfather is back. Kevin Samuels took a much-needed vacation. He visited, I think he visited New York. I think he probably went to L.A. Not 100% sure where he went or where he didn't. But he came back last night, and he had to shake off some cobwebs. But it did not take him long. It did not take him long to get right back into the swing of things and realize his true form. His first couple of interviews are the ones that I am going to break down. We're not going to waste any time, man. Let's do it. Actually, before I do that, what Kevin asked his audience is something that I've asked many times before. A lot of times, we in this community ask women, what do you have to offer? What do you have to offer to a man? What do you bring to the table? Then, of course, we hear women say, well, I am the table, which basically means nothing, right? Well, a few weeks back, I asked the question, modified. I said, what do you as a woman bring to the table that you have never given another man before? See, women are all the time saying, I can cook, I can clean, I'll give you support, I'll give you access to my body. Well, if you've cooked, cleaned, given support, that's not anything that you haven't done for another man. Your body, you've damn sure given to other men. So Kevin asked his audience the same question. In one of his best opening monologues I've ever heard, he asked his audience, what can you offer a man that you have never given to another man? And to say that they were more or less stumped by this question is an understatement. The understatement, really, of the year. So let's get right to it here.
Very fair question. What do you have to offer a man who wants to marry you? Or a man who's looking for a wife that you have not already given to another man?
You know, it's interesting. I was actually quite eager to listen to their answers because this is a good question. Honestly, what do modern women, what can they offer men? I guess a man who, and listen, I'm not in support of marriage. Kevin is pro-marriage for many different reasons. I'm not gonna bag on Kevin for that. That's Kevin's opinion. I believe that marriage is the cornerstone of the black family. It has to be. I myself, I have chosen to forego marriage and instead be in a long-term relationship. But all things all things semantics aside, what can a woman offer you that she hasn't given to another man?
What do you have? Or I got a question.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Do you ladies think that's a fair? Do you think that's fair? All right. Nope. So
of course they don't. Women never think it's fair. When men have a decided advantage on the dating market, women never think it's fair. That's not fair. Well, sweetheart, you weren't bitching and moaning about how it wasn't fair when you were getting into the club for free. You weren't bitching and moaning about how unfair it is for less attractive women who aren't able to show up to the club with no ID, no money, just get in for free, get free drinks, all kinds of attention. You weren't really complaining about fairness then. So why now? Well, the answer is simple. It's because they no longer have the advantage in the dating market. See, women don't care about what's fair and what's not when they have the advantage. When they have the upper hand, hey, listen, hey, life isn't fair, they'll tell people. Then when they're 35 with 3 kids by 2 different people, 2 different men, that's not fair.
Oh, you see the question. What do you have to offer a man that you haven't already given to another man?
Get around that often. I mean, I do have a son, but I've known this guy.
Yep, game over. She said, I already have a son. So one of the things that she can offer a man that she's never given to another man is her womb. Kevin talks about this often.
Since I was 15, so I'm sexually active, but I know my...
And she's sexually active. You have a kid and you're sexually active.
qualities and what I can bring to a man. I was 15, so I'm sexually active, but I know my qualities and what I can bring to a man.
Yeah, and what exactly are those? Right? Modern women are steady squawking about, I know my qualities, I know my worth, I know that I can elevate a man's life. Okay. Well, tell me how. I'll wait. See, again, just because you say you have qualities doesn't mean you have qualities. And Kevin actually asked a better question. I guess I left that out. What can you offer a man that he wants that you have never given to another man? Right? What can you offer a man that he wants? Listen, just because you've never cooked and cleaned for another man doesn't necessarily mean that that's what he wants from you. Now, most men do want and need that from his woman, but different strokes for different folks. Listen, we all want the same things, generally the same things. Masculine desire is masculine desire. What can you offer a man in a long-term relationship that you have never given to another man? Well, I offer this and I offer that and I have qualities. Okay, let's start getting specific here.
I'll upload that. I'll upload that last interview because you guys couldn't hear the sound, but you heard what I was saying. Now you're 30. You have a son. You say what?
I do. I have a son. Yeah.
What's your ex-husband's name?
Uh-oh.
His name is Caesar.
How long were you guys married?
This is funny. I love how Kevin knows. This chick is a baby mama. Right? He said, what's your ex-husband's name? Listen to how he says this and then listen to how she answers. He says, what's your ex-husband's name? Now, in this woman's mind, she knows exactly what Kevin is getting at. You had a child out of wedlock. But instead of conceding it right then, she said, his name is Caesar. Just listen to how she sort of hesitates, and you can hear her smiling because she's like, guy's got me.
Now you're 30. You have a son.
Mm-hmm.
You say what?
I do. I have a son. Yeah.
What's your ex-husband's name?
His name is Caesar.
His name is Caesar. Now, Kevin knows she's bullshitting. He knows she's bullshitting, so like Kevin always does, he asks one step deeper. One level deeper.
How long were you guys married?
Oh, how long were you guys married? Uh-oh.
We actually was never married.
Ooh.
There we
And
go.
why'd you call me
Yeah,
ex-husband?
I know.
See that? He says, so why'd you call him your ex-husband? Well, I'll tell you why, Kevin. I'll tell you why. Because she does not want to incur your wrath. That's why. That's why. See, when Kevin asks, what's your ex-husband's name? What he's asking is, are you married? Were you married when you had the kid? He knows that. She knows that. But Kevin asks it in such a way that gives them the opportunity not to look as bad. So instead of, well, were you married? No, I wasn't married. That kind of makes her look bad. Kevin does these bitches a favor by framing these questions so that it doesn't make them look completely derelict. Right? What's your ex-husband's name? Answer, we weren't married. That's better than, were you married when you had the kid? No. So now Kevin calls her out. Well, why'd you call him your ex-husband?
No, I said my ex.
I said ex-husband.
See, there we go.
Oh, well.
How did
Yeah, I said ex-husband. Ooh.
your son?
He's 2.
Okay,
Oh
so
my God, her son is 2. Her son is 2 years old. You're 30 years old. Your son is 2. You're going to have him for at least another 16 years. So by the time your son is old enough to leave the house, you will be 40. Count them, 46 years old. She's 30. When she's 35, she'll have a 7-year-old kid. At 37, he'll be 9. At 40, he'll be 12. At 42, he'll be 14. What man is trying to deal with a 42-year-old woman who has a 14-year-old son? Yeah, that's what I thought.
you have a 2-year-old son, you're not married, and you were saying that you know the qualities you bring to a man.
That's exactly what she said, Kevin, and I'd be very interested to find out what that is.
Well, I feel like I know the quality I could bring to a man, but
Okay.
then that's
I feel like I have good qualities to bring to a man. Okay, so let's get specific.
where my question lies for you because,
Okay.
I'm 30.
My question lies with you. No. The question doesn't lie with Kevin, sweetheart. The question lies with you. Kevin Samuels asked you, what do you offer that a man wants that you have never given to another man? But she wants to flip the question back on to Kevin. Nope. Doesn't work that way.
A kid, and we just kind of recently stopped.
But what I'm saying, the question is,
We stop getting along. That's awfully broad, isn't it? No, we stopped getting along. Remember that 40-something-year-old lawyer? Well, he put hands on me. Yeah, Kevin quizzed her a little bit on that. Come to find out, she was verbally abusive. Not that condones doing anything like this. But she can't sit here and act like this was just a one-sided affair. She wasn't in the kitchen making muffins when he just came in and... See, women always leave out the part where they fucked up. He put hands on me for no reason. Nope.
I ask you, what, as modern woman, what do you have to offer a man that you haven't given to another man?
See, now I have to call Kevin out here. Kevin, you're one of my best friends, man. You're one of my best friends. Kevin, you know damn well this is a trick question. Kevin, come on, man. Why are you doing this? Why you got to do her like that? Why you got to do her like that? I love Kevin, man. He almost pissed me off when he stopped Money World. I was like, Nope, never mind. He put it back on. About to do a hit piece on Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels exposed. Kevin Samuels uses cologne oils. He probably had me killed for that. Because that's probably the worst accusation you could make on a guy like him. You can say whatever you want about Kevin. If I were to come out and say, I have proof that Kevin Samuels uses cologne oils, that dude would be at my door right now.
Right. And so I guess my question for that would be, for another man that I would give besides me having another kid, that also, like you said, that takes off the option of that part.
Ma'am. What I mean is,
why is she talking in circles here? Like, she knows what Kevin's asking, right? I think what she's trying to do, and bless her heart, she knows she doesn't have anything to offer. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. But now she's trying to talk in circles.
What do you have new, unused to offer a man that you haven't already given to a man? You've already given a man a child, and he didn't have to marry you.
Yeah.
So another man would have to marry you to get a child.
Double H on the YouTube site says, why?
She belongs to the streets.
He has to pay more.
I'm sorry. I'm listening to you.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see why that's such a good question?
See that? She said that's a good question. Translation: nothing. I don't have anything new to offer a man that I've never ever given to another man. RPAP on the Sharpe stream side says, what a misogynistic way to think. Why should I submit to a man at all when I am strong and empowered? There is absolutely no reason you should submit to a man. Please, by all means, continue to be strong and empowered. Please, by all means, continue. Then you can buy a dog and die alone.
No, that's a real good question.
Translation: I have nothing to offer new.
And you ladies don't seem to understand that this is how men think. Now, your face is all in the camera, so you might want to back up. All right.
Sorry.
So what do you have to offer?
Oh, boy.
Or do you have either?
I feel like I have a lot to offer besides.
Again, you feel like you have a lot to offer. I understand that. But like we always say in this community, facts don't care about your feelings. They just don't. So you can feel, listen, I feel like I can deadlift 650 pounds like our soon-to-be backup quarterback Jalen Hurts. Doesn't mean that I can. So show me the baby, so to speak. Show me the baby. If you feel like you have qualities to offer, let's hear them.
It's like, me working, I cook, I clean.
See, here we go. She's done all this stuff for other men before.
But it has to be something that you haven't already given to another man.
There you go.
Right. And so that's a very good question that I can't even honestly answer right now.
I can't answer right now, which means she has nothing to offer.
So I think you can answer the question. I think the answer is nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
I mean, do you have anything legitimately to offer that a man would want that you haven't already offered to another man?
Nope.
Children, you've already done that.
Nope.
Right?
Yeah.
Cooking and cleaning and home stuff. You've already done that for another man, right?
That's right.
Nope.
Right.
All right. So, and he didn't have to marry you to get it, right?
Ooh!
That's very true. Yes.
Boy.
So the next man coming along would get you older.
Ooh!
With a child and have to marry you to get what a man younger, childless, got for free.
That's it. That's a wrap. Come on out, Mario. Call it. Call it. That is absolutely, positively a KO. Holy smokes. Guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe. When you subscribe and you hit the bell, make sure you hit all. Make sure you hit all. Make sure you hit all so that you can get all of the notifications, just like on your screen. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Journey to Masculine Excellence, $20. Appreciate that. Says, it's been a while since I've dropped something into the breakdown jar, and Kevin dropped another question that made the pool even smaller for women. I'm liking it. Yes, sir. I'm a little slow.
Yep.
Journey to Masculine Excellence. Another $5 super chat says, my bad, the translation jar. Okay, breakdown, translation jar. C-Dub says, Hellfong on the Sharpe stream side says, love it when women try to sell their value when they already gave their value away. It's like buying a lemon from the used peace sleeve lot.
Yep.
Wow. RPAP says, so a 2-year-old baby mama, and her selling point was that she has sex. You can't make this stuff up, guys. This is how they think. This is how they think. What Kevin is doing is he is alerting people that, hey, it's not enough to be hot and suck dick anymore. It's not enough. Like, you got to offer men a value more than just your body, because you've given your body to hordes of other men. What do you have that a man wants that you have never given to another man? Ever. Not trying to hear that. Let's continue.
The best part. See, you ladies got to understand where it's coming from our standpoint.
Real talk. Tell her, Kevin.
Would you be really rush out to buy that car?
Nope.
Of course not.
No.
Of course not.
All right. So if that's the car you're selling, you got to figure out how to make it more appealing.
Right. How to make it more appealing. We all remember when we were young, we didn't have any money. We wanted to buy our first car. Had $1,500, maybe a couple of grand. Right? We go and look at a 93 Honda Accord. 120,000 miles on it. They clean it up real nice, right? But you know what they're not doing? They're not asking sticker. They understand that this is a 93 Honda Accord with over 100,000 miles on it that's had 3 previous owners. You're not going to pay sticker for that 93 Honda Accord. It's just not going to happen. Nobody would. Nobody would, man or woman. Yet women expect us to do just that. They expect us to buy what looks like a Lamborghini Aventador with a Toyota engine in it. This is the good-looking ones. Most women really aren't that good looking. They're really not. It's a shame.
To men who are on the market.
Right. Okay.
This is her coming to a very sad realization.
And that makes a lot of sense. Honestly, I've been watching you for a while, and I am in therapy.
Okay, good.
Okay. Kevin likes
Well,
to
start thinking of it like, let me bring somebody else in, because it really gets difficult, especially after you have children.
That's right.
Hello,
Oh, this is my girl right here.
Brittany. Hello.
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 How are you?
Hi. I'm well.
How old are you?
Okay.
20,
How old are you?
28.
So she's 28. 28. She probably belongs in the NFL Hall of Fame, along with Michael Strahan.
All right. So the question on the floor. You saw the question. What do modern women have to offer? What do you have to offer a man that you haven't already offered another man?
Here we go.
For me, it's a child.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so she's never had children. Now, at this point, a lot of people would ask me, well, Donovan, you don't want children. Dev doesn't have children, but she might want them. And at this point, Devon's 45. It's too late for her to have kids. It just is. I mean, she could have a kid, right? She could have a kid, but it's probably not going to be healthy. So, Donovan, what does Dev offer you? What does Devon offer you that you want that she has never given to another man? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, would you like to know what I did about that? Here's what I did about that. I required her to give me something she has never given to another man. I require her to wear lingerie and heels and have her hair and makeup done, jewelry, every time we have sex. That's what I require. Now, some people might say, well, that's not really that big a deal. Maybe not to you, but it is me. You see, to me, and I've never wanted kids. That's just something I don't have that paternal instinct. That's just not me. I'm not made that way. I'm capable of fathering children, not interested. I like my life the way it is without kids. But if I don't want kids, then I need a woman who is going to do what I need aesthetically, sexually. See, for me, sex pretty much all feels the same. Sex all feels the same, right? There's really no difference between one vajayjay and another. Yes, I guess there could be a little bit of a difference the way one feels to another, but by and large, pussy feels the same. That's just it. Not all blowjobs are created equal, but pussy's pussy. We get it. Now, my extensive experience with sex as far as women are concerned, what I've come to realize that, is there bad pussy out there? I'm sure. Never really had it. Never really had it. And for that reason, I am much more interested in what sex looks like, really, than what it feels like. That might have to do with my former porn addiction. Dude, I was addicted to, oh my God, I was addicted to porn from age 33 to 37. I could not stop watching porn. I decided to stop watching porn. I haven't watched porn since I was 37 years old. Incidentally enough, that's when I got on TRT. That made it infinitely more difficult. So I had to find a way to satisfy my porn addiction while not whacking off to porn. So what did I do? I turned the girls I was committed to into porn stars. No, Devon is not the first woman. She's not the first girlfriend I've ever had that I require her to literally just dress like a stripper / porn star. No, she's not the first. And trust me, if we go our separate ways, she will not be the last. Of that, I can assure you. Now, are there some women out there who have given their boyfriends or husbands the porn star treatment? Sure. And who knows? Maybe Devon has. She told me she never has. And trust me, when she says it, she doesn't sound too. I've never done this for anybody. Whether she has or hasn't doesn't matter. But I do know this. If there's something I want from my woman that she has never given to another man, that's my responsibility to make that happen. You guys know that I am as transparent as it gets. You know, Devon's got a smoking body. Guess what? It's about to be even more smoking because I just put the deposit down for the boob job. That's right. Devon is a nice perky double D. She's going to be a nice E cup. She's got a nice perky E cup breasts, nice flat stomach, nice shapely ass. I am literally turning her into a porn star. That's it. Devon has never given what I like to any other man. And after we get this done and all the charms and the necklace, belly button dangling with the name Donovan on it or Alex, depending upon wherever we go, that's what she gives me that she has never given to another man. But I had to make that happen, guys. I had to make that happen. I said all that to say this. There is nothing that a woman can offer you that she has never given to another man. Not in this day and age. Devon has worked for other men before. She's worked for other men in small businesses. She's done that. So now, has she worked for her husband or boyfriend? I don't know. Probably not. So I guess maybe that's something she's given me that she hasn't given to another man. Right? Those are the things that I am concerned about. Those are the things that I like. And as men, what you need to decide is, what do you like? Because that's the main question. Kevin asks, what do you have that men want that you have never given to another man? The answer is almost always nothing. So guess what you have to do? You have to put her in position to give you something that you want that you know she's never given to another man. Doesn't matter. So for anybody out here, well, Devon's had sex with other men. Yeah. She's had bigger and better dicks in her than mine. That's for sure. How many shits do I give? No, I don't care about that. Devon's had all the good sex she's ever going to have. I don't care about her needs in bed. I care a little bit more now than I used to. But as far as I'm concerned, Devon is going to look the way I want her to look all the time. Not just behind closed doors. All the time. I pick the wardrobe. I'm talking from the panties all the way to the socks. She has never, and most women probably have never given that to another man. That's what I like. I like my woman to look a certain way. So this is how I give my woman the opportunity to give me something that I want that she has never given, presumably, to another man.
So that's one thing. What else?
So she's giving access to a womb. All right.
Anything else?
I've never been married.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
RPEP says, aren't double D's the same as E's? Devon? See, I wouldn't know. I figured, I don't know. Maybe they are. Who knows? All I know is that they're going to be bigger
I would say
and perkier.
those are like top two things that I feel are pretty high value that a man would, as long as he wants it, would see as valuable.
Okay. So, Michael Strahan's daughter seems to be off to a good start. She's never had children, and she's never been married. Hey, 2 for 2. 2 for 2. Those are two very good things to offer to a man that a man would want, presumably, that she has never given to another man. Okay. All right. The only drawback is that she's 28. And I'm assuming that today probably, or yesterday probably wasn't her birthday, so she's probably closer to 29 than 28. So time's a wasting. Listen, it's good that she's never been married. It's good that she's never had kids. Those are good. But what really sort of marks against her is her age. But hey, listen, we've got women who are younger than her, who have been married and have 3 and 4 kids. So I guess relative to the average modern woman here in 2021, she appears to be on the right track.
Well, a kid is obviously more valuable than the previous caller, but marriage is more often what? Okay. So at 28, how many children do you want?
3.
Whoa. She wants 3 kids? She wants 3 kids, and she's 28 years old. Sounds like a little bit of a chink in the armor. If she wanted 1 or 2, okay, I could get with that. But you want 3 kids? Cutting it kind of close there, Missy.
Did you go to college?
I did.
Did you graduate?
I did.
I always ask this question. Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant with your first child?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so far so good. I like it. Michael Strahan's illegitimate daughter appears to be on the right track. RPAP on the Sharpe stream side says, LOL, offering marriage, yes. Having never offered another man the opportunity to sign away half his fortune, if not more, depending on the state, in the event of a divorce, which, given the statistics, probably not the best selling point, but I guess it does still count for something. Oh my goodness. Very, very, very well said, RPAP. I stand corrected.
I would like to take the first year off.
And you do it with all your kids?
Say again?
Do that with all 3 of your children? Take the first year off?
I haven't thought about that, but
Like, sweetheart, you need a plan.
I would more than likely if I
Okay.
enjoyed the
Hold up, is that a yes or a no?
experience of the first child, more than likely.
Would you want to stair step your kids like 1, 3, 5?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Now we're going to start doing some math here.
I would want
Because you're 28, so you're going to kind of have to get to it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So arguably, if you do that, man, that's like being off. You just said for the first year. So after the 3rd child reaches 12 months, you put it in daycare and go back to work.
Uh-oh.
No, I mean, I would rely on family support. I do.
Family support. Family support. I wonder what she means. I wonder what she means by family support. This is when this thing really starts to take a turn Not for the worse, not yet, but this is where this conversation kind of goes sideways. Guys, be sure to stick around for the Temptation Island breakdown. That happens right after TSR Live, right after the live stream. Right after the live stream. Pardon me. Directly after the live stream. I take about a 10-minute break. I do another dynamite breakdown of Temptation Island Season 3. You can watch for free exclusively on SharpeStream. Just go to sharpestream.com to download the mobile app, and you can watch all of my exclusive live streams, not safe for YouTube, absolutely free of charge. Guste Janice is going to be coming on this Thursday, and I'm working on getting Coach White Pill to appear next Thursday as well. So if you want to watch these debates and discussions live, go to sharpestream.com to download the app for iPhone or Android. Let's continue.
You want to be able to have some type of independence when it comes to...
So she's never been married, never had kids, but she wants independence. What exactly do you mean by independence?
Doing things that I also love. I don't just want to be a mom, but I do want...
I don't just want to be a mom. Okay, so now we're starting to figure out why she's never been married or had kids.
Motherhood to be a very big part of what I am.
Okay, you say you want to have family support, meaning what? Take your children to a family member?
Yeah, like grandparents.
Yep.
So you want your grandparent, your grandmother, or you want the grandparents to be the daycare while you go out and do your independent thing?
Yep. Look. Do you see her smile? Do you see that smile? Do you know what that smile? Oh, look. She's squinting her eyes. Oh, you got me, Kevin. I would rely on family support, she says, so that I can maintain a level of independence. And then Kevin just called it what it is. Oh, so you're just going to rely on your family for daycare. Look at her smile. That smile quite literally says, oh, you motherfucker. You got me. Do you see how she tried to sugarcoat what her plan really was? I want to have kids, be able to drop them off at grandma's and go do what I want to do. But instead, she says, I want to rely on family support. Yeah, that's cute. But she also knows exactly what she means. And Kevin, in plain English, just calls her out. That's why she's smiling.
I don't want to be
That's a yes, sweetheart. That's a yes, straight hand.
Stay-at-home wife. So...
Oh, I don't want to be a stay-at-home wife. Oh. So now we're really starting to lift the veil. So she wants to be a mother, but she doesn't want to be a mom. She wants to have kids, but she doesn't want to raise kids. That's kind of what it sounds like to me. This is why most mothers in America are terrible moms. Anybody can be a mother. Anybody can become a mother. Just let some dude skeet in you. That's it. You birth the child. Voila, you're a mother. It's easy to be a mother. It's easy to become a mother. Not so easy to be a mom. And a good mom at that. You see, having the kid, that's the easy part. The process of getting pregnant, that's the fun part. The real work begins when you bring Junior home from the hospital. You're a mother, now you got to be a mom, and this is where most women check out.
I'm
just working through what you said, man. I'm just working through what you said. After 12 months, the last one's 12 months old. I said you take them to daycare. You said I would like to rely on family. That means they go to family, grandmother. And then while they're at grandmother's house, what are you doing?
I'm working. I'm handling business. I'm taking care of my business.
What's your degree?
working, handling business, taking care of business. What about your fucking kids? What about your family? What about your husband? See, that's the problem with women. See, this woman thinks that she is somehow different because she's never been married, she doesn't have kids, but she wants to be married, she wants to get married, and she wants to have kids. But in the same breath, she says, well, I don't just want to be a stay-at-home wife. You notice she didn't say, I don't just want to be a stay-at-home mom. She wants to have kids, she doesn't want to raise kids. There's a song out there, and I forget who sings it, but it's entitled, I don't want to be married, I just want a wedding. Right? Women want to get married, but they don't want to be married. Well, it's the same thing with their kids. They want to become mothers, but they don't want to be moms. Our pap on the Sharpe Stream side says women want to experience things, but never be what the experience conveys. They want to experience a wedding, but not be a wife. They want to experience childbirth, but not be a mother. Listen, shout out to Red Pill Mike, God rest his soul. You guys are doing a fantastic job filling in the void.
Doing hobbies.
What's your degree
Criminal
in?
justice.
Criminal justice. Uh-oh. Criminal justice. So I guess she wants to be a cop or a detective?
Criminal justice, but I'm in finance.
What do you do in finance?
I'm a payroll manager.
Oh my God. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? When someone says I'm in finance, what I think is maybe you're a hedge fund manager, maybe you're a financial advisor. Devon's mother, she's a financial advisor. She works for a very, very large financial wealth management company. You see him on TV all the time. So Dev's mom can say, yeah, I'm in finance. Sweetheart, you're a payroll manager. All you do is punch in people's hours into a computer and it spits out the check. That's like someone who's a paper boy calling himself, well, I'm a current events engineer. Or a nigga who ain't never got a job saying, I'm an entrepreneur. Or a woman who's a working girl say, I run my own business. I work my own hours. No, you're a prostitute. That's not your own business. When you are the product, that's not your own business. You're the product. Casual Germ says, yeah, so she uses QuickBooks. Yeah, exactly.
Payroll manager. How long you had that position?
5 years.
What's that?
So she's been a payroll manager for 5 years. Women like this have got to get married, guys. She has a criminal justice degree. She's not interested in fighting crime. Otherwise, she'd have a job in law enforcement. Criminal justice sounds good. What's your degree in? Criminal justice. What do you do for a living? I do payroll. Modern women get these fancy degrees just so they can say they have a degree. What's your degree in? Criminal justice. Has a nice ring to it, right? Unless, of course, you use QuickBooks.
State are you in?
New York.
New York City?
New York.
Yes.
It's Brooklyn in the house.
Okay, so it's 238% of the cost of living. Do you make in excess of $90,000 a year?
Nope.
Hell no. That's a no. She should know. Listen, man. Listen how he asked this question. This is when you know women are either trying to lie or mislead. Watch.
Yes.
Just watch.
Okay, so it's 238% of the cost of living. Do you make in excess of $90,000 a year?
What's all of that for? Do you make more than $90K a year, yes or no?
Not at the moment. I make very close to it.
Not at the moment. I make very close to it. Translation.
Nope.
No, you don't make $90,000 a year. This is insane. See, the reason why it's important the reason why it's important to break this stuff down is to show you guys that women never tell, listen, even when women are telling the truth, they're never really telling the truth. She's got a degree in criminal justice. Well, what do you do for a living? I'm in finance. That's not the goddamn truth. You use QuickBooks for a living. Probably taking cigarette breaks with the human resources cow every 20 minutes. Out there talking shit about whatever. No, you don't work in finance. just because what you do for a living involves money does not mean you work in finance. Hell, I could be a drug dealer. Donovan, what do you do for a living? I'm in finance. Well, what do you do? Well, I count drug money. Money means finance, right? So I'm in finance. You see how women like to spin this stuff? I want to rely on family support so I can maintain my independence. Translation, I'm going to use my family members for free daycare so I can go off and do whatever the fuck I want. But I've never been married.
Right. But so and why I say 90, so for anybody else, that'll be about $45,000 a year in Atlanta.
She needs to get up out of New York, dude.
Dallas, because it can sound like a lot of money until you realize a 600 square foot apartment in Brooklyn is $3,000.
Mm-hmm.
Hell
So,
yeah.
How much are you paying your family, your grandmother, to take care of your kids?
Uh-oh. Oh, got her again. Got her again. How much are you going to pay your family to take care of your kids? You see the smile on your face? Damn, Kevin, you got me again. I wasn't going to really pay them nothing. They're family. Blood is thicker than water, you see. See that smile looking up to the left? Damn, how can I explain that I was literally going to use my extended family to babysit for free while I go off and do whatever the fuck it is I want to do? How can I spin this?
I haven't thought about that, but
Yes, because the answer is zero. The answer is zero. This is why Kevin is the godfather. Right now he's the surgeon. Actually, I'm the surgeon. But this is why Kevin's the godfather. He leads these women, and he doesn't declare anything until right at the end when he has enough information. He gives these women enough rope to hang themselves with. So he's already established that she is going to try to use her family for free daycare while she goes off gallivanting doing whatever. And to further prove that, he comes right back around. By the way, how much were you planning to pay your family members? She gives that little wry smile. God damn it, Kevin. Why'd you have to ask me that? You know I was trying to drop them off at Auntie's house for free. How you gonna throw salt in the game? How you gonna throw salt in the game?
I
nothing?
feel like we could work
Yep,
on
there it is. Did you hear? He said nothing. See that?
something reasonable.
Something reasonable. Watch this. I'm going to play this one more time with the sound up, then I'm going to play it with the sound down. Watch.
Your grandmother to take care of your kids.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't thought about that, but
So
I
nothing?
feel like we could work on something reasonable.
That is, look,
Stop the cap.
that ain't what you were thinking. Not even close. Not even close. So now, let's listen with the sound down. Let's listen with the sound down. Just watch. Uh-huh. Just watch. How much you gonna pay your or how much you gonna pay grandma? Look, oh, you got me, Kevin. Oh, shit. You got me. Now I have to save face. And she says, come up with something reasonable. Does that look like the face of a woman? Does that look like the face of a woman who is telling the truth?
Nope. Stop the cap.
I'm sure we could probably come up with something reasonable. Well, what do you define as reasonable? $5? $10? Some gas money? This woman, like the typical baby mama, was going to drop her kids off at her auntie's house or grandma's house or titi's house. If you're dating a Puerto Rican, titi. I just expect them to do that shit for free.
We could work on something reasonable.
Market rate?
Uh-oh.
Would you be willing to pay what you have?
Yeah, look at her. This is funny. Her body language betrays her. Watch this.
I haven't thought about that, but
Haven't thought about that means I expected to get it for free. Now watch when Kevin says market rate. This is funny. This is why it's very important to understand how to read and diagnose body language. So Kevin asks her, let's go through this again. Kevin asks her, how much were you planning on paying grandma to watch your kids? Right? Clearly, she had not thought about that because, well, she thought she was going to get it for free. Then she says, all right, well, we'll come up with something reasonable. Maybe to save face, so to speak. Right? So Kevin says, all right, how about market rate? Watch what she does when he says market rate.
Nothing.
like we could work on something reasonable.
Watch.
Market rate? Would you be willing to?
Look at that. I'm going to rewind that one more time. And when Kevin says market rate, I'm going to turn the sound all the way down. Just watch.
I haven't thought about that, but
So
I
nothing?
feel like we could work on something reasonable.
Market rate?
Market rate. What does it look like she just said to market rate?
Nope.
This is why you got to pay attention, fellas. This is why you have to pay attention. When someone says reasonable, that's relative. That's relative. Now, at this point, Kevin's just playing with her. He is exposing her. He's exposing her as someone who was going to just rely on free childcare from her family member so she can go out and do whatever she wants to do.
What you have to pay the market?
Yeah. Give or take. Yeah.
Give or take. Yeah.
Stop the cap.
Nope.
Market rate?
Market rate. Watch her eyes.
Would
She's
you be willing to
shaking her head. She's shaking her head. No, she don't want to pay nothing. Now watch.
Pay what you have to pay the market?
Yeah. Law number 24. Law number 24, the 49 laws of Sharpe. The more a woman tries to convince you of something, the more likely the opposite is true. Yeah. And then watch what she says.
Yeah. Give or take. Yeah.
Give or take. Yeah. Oh, you saw how she tried to sneak that in? She said, yeah, give or take. So she is trying to make us believe, oh, I may pay more or less than market rate. No, it's all take. She wants to pay less than market rate, which is free.
Stop the cap.
I would say give or take. I feel
Oh,
like
she said it again. Give or take. Uh-oh.
No, not give or take, man. It's either market or not.
Look at this. Look at that. He's like, it's either the market or not. And she cannot help but reveal what her true intentions are with the body language. Just watch.
See if it's give or
Look how uncomfortable she is. Look how uncomfortable she is at the notion of actually having to pay a family member to watch her children. This is something that she had not thought about because she was going to get this for free.
take, it's take.
Yes.
And it's taken in your.
She said, take it, take. Right. See, there it is.
Yes.
Okay.
I would.
How much is infant child? How much is infant care? How much is infant care weekly?
How much is infant care weekly? Dude, I don't even know that. God damn. Devon says, translation, she can't afford daycare, which means runs an average of $1,500 a month. What? Wow, that's a lot. Slapduck on the Sharpe Stream site says infant care in Santa Clara was $1,800 a month in 2005 for freaking Cheetos for. Oh my God. Oh, now you guys know I don't want kids. I'm a selfish son of a bitch. Like, real talk. I'm just going to let y'all know.
Don't give me the line. I don't have kids.
So just guess. What do you think?
I would say on average weekly, maybe no less than $1,000 a week.
$1,000 a week? That's a goddamn mortgage, boo. The fuck is you talking about?
For one child?
$1,200. Say again?
For one child, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's use your number. $1,000 a week, but you have 3 kids. Mm-hmm. So 135, you have 2 kids in care.
Uh-huh.
So that'd be $2,000 a week. Let's just say $1,500 a week. That's $6,000 a month.
Woo!
That's $6,000 a month.
That is $72,000 a year, which is probably what she's making right now.
$72,000 a year, and you don't even make $90,000 a year. Why are you working if you got to spend that much money to your grandmother? You ladies don't think about the math.
Well, that's
I didn't
just
think
it.
about that.
No, but that's just it, Kevin. That's just it. She did think about the math. She did think about the math, but she was trying to get free childcare from grandma or from titi or from abuela. Right? Like, that's what that was. Kevin caught her red-handed with her hand in the cookie jar. Look, her mouth wide open. Hey, big head. I know that doesn't apply, but it looks like she's saying, hey, big head. Guys, be sure to get your hands on my free ebook, The 16 Ways to Immediately Disqualify Her for a Long-Term Relationship. This ebook contains the very best advice a man can have in terms of which women to stay away from. There are 16 no bones about it guaranteed deal breakers. If a woman has any of these characteristics or habits, she's done. 99% of guys who get cheated on never see it coming, and it's because 100% of them missed these obvious signs that he should never have committed to her in the first place. Do not be that guy. Don't do it. Get your hands on this ebook. It is absolutely free. Go to donovansharpe.com/newsletter. Plug in your very best email, and the book is yours free of charge. You're welcome. Let's continue.
I haven't thought about these honestly.
But what you do, but let me finish my example. You don't think about the math because what it is you guys value these goddamn jobs more than the most important job, being a mother.
He says these goddamn jobs. She made Kevin curse.
What, the French toast?
Real talk, man. They value these jobs over their family. That's what this is. Shout out to Dario Duplan, who just made his way into the YouTube chat.
You want to be independent, making your own money.
Uh-huh.
So your grandmother...
Look. Watch, she opened her mouth. Watch her, she opened her mouth. Watch.
Important job, being a mother. You want to be independent, making your own money.
When modern women say, I want to maintain my independence, do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? That means I don't want to follow orders. I want to do what I want to do. I don't want to have to answer to anyone. You see, modern women, black women in particular, see, Kevin won't say it, I will. Black women seem to think that if they make money, can't nobody tell them shit. Nigga, I make the money. You can't tell me nothing. Bet. Cool. I can't tell you nothing. Cool. Like, that's all good. I'm not mad at you if that's what you think. Cool. But here's the problem. The men that these women want don't want women like them. You see, it's not that high-value men don't want to date women who make a lot of money because money's a hindrance. No. It has nothing to do with that. Has nothing to do with that. It's not that, it's not like a high-value man wouldn't welcome the additional finances. That's not it at all. No. With black women in particular, black women feel like if they earn their own money, you can't tell them shit. Well, I earn my own money. You can't tell me nothing. This is why most of them are single. This is why 3 out of 4 modern women, black women, will remain unwed and unmarried. Think about that. 77% of all black people are born out of wedlock, yet 3 out of 4 women, black women, not or never married. Gee, I wonder why. Well, it's because they think that as long as I can maintain my independence, nobody doesn't have to tell me anything. Black women don't want to have to be accountable. They don't want to have to adhere to anyone's standards. They want to maintain their quote-unquote leverage. Hey, maintain that leverage, boo. But you can't come crying to Kevin Samuels at 38 years old and you've been a high-value dude's side piece for the last 5 years. No, that's on you. That's on you. You didn't want to give up your independence. Hey, I got you. You want to keep that high paying job? You want to keep the money? Great. I'm not mad at that. But what women have to understand is that there is a cost for everything. You cannot have it both ways. If you want a high value man, you're going to have to be on his program, regardless of how much money you make.
So your grandmother or somebody else who should be living her golden years got to raise your children. So you can go out here and work at some corporation to pay for somebody else to raise your kids. And then when it goes awry, you start blaming the system.
There it is. Oh, now she can attitude.
Yes, you make valid points.
Translation, you're right, Kevin. You're right.
Now that you broke down the math, it does not make sense to essentially pay my salary and childcare.
Well, congratulations. We have a breakthrough. Congratulations. A woman has actually told Kevin that he was right on purpose. Gentlemen, we've made history today. This is an historic moment.
Well, that's
However,
oh, I spoke too soon. Kevin, you're right. However,
I do feel like being a woman, only one aspect of being a woman is being a mom, but I would still like to be able to do things that I'm passionate about.
And you can do the things that you're passionate about after you have raised your children. Case in point, Robin McGraw, the wife of one Dr. Phil McGraw. You see, Robin decided to be a stay-at-home mom so that Dr. Phil could build the empire. Now that their sons are grown and potty-trained adults, now Robin is now pursuing passion projects. Nothing wrong with that. No, what this woman wants to do, she wants to be a mom. She wants to be a mom, but she also wants to be a career woman. You can't have it both ways. You cannot serve two gods. Listen, there are career women out there who are also moms, and they're fucking miserable. They're fucking miserable. Because in order to be a good mom, you have to be a bad employee. In order to be a good employee, you got to be a bad mom. There's no such thing as a woman who has it all. The hot husband, the 2.3 kids, everybody's good looking. She's got all the energy in the world. She works 10 to 12 hours a day. Takes Junior to soccer practice, takes Sarah to, dance recitals, ballet lessons. No, there aren't enough hours. There's not enough hours in the day. There's not enough social energy in the day for a woman to do it all. You can either be a good mother or you can be a good employee, never both. And this is why marriages fail, because women, they think they can be great mothers, great moms, and great employees. And it never, and I mean never, works out that way. So this is another woman who has been lied to by black feminism, is really what this is.
So
such as?
I would need
Such as? Such as?
I'm very much so into yoga. I love to travel.
How do you do?
I have a
How do you?
business.
How do you?
I'm 28. I have a tax
Young lady, let me say
business,
something to you. And I need you to listen.
Uh-oh. About to drop that hammer.
I don't know where in the hell y'all got off thinking that y'all's life is supposed to be better.
Oh, no.
Travel is for people with real money.
Here we go.
You don't have it. Unless you're talking about listen, ma'am. Unless you're talking about traveling to Philadelphia, you don't have that kind of money to be traveling. So to travel the way most people talk about travel is somebody has to fund it.
Yep.
It comes out of the family nest egg. Okay.
I've been able to go to Colombia, Kenya. Like, I feel as if you proper planning, you'll be able to travel.
You're single.
Yeah, right. Dude, he took the words right out of my mouth. Of course she can go travel. She's single. She didn't have any kids. Of course you can travel. You're single. You can't do that when you have children, sweetheart.
A woman and you can do, yeah, okay. You can, a
times.
single woman, you can do that. How much student loan debt do you have?
0.
Okay.
Colombia, South Africa. As a single woman, yes. Where are you? How are you going to be able to do that with? See, what you're listening to, folks, is women who don't know their place.
Oh!
Women who are wanting to go take their children and let somebody else raise them. And then you just want, these kids are pets.
Damn.
Listen.
Oh, these kids are pets. What? Yep. Holy shit. He called it right there. He called it right motherfucking there. These kids are pets. These kids are pets. That's what this woman wants. That's what this woman wants. She needs to get pets. Think about it. Think about it. She wants to be able to travel and do whatever she wants to do and not really have to worry about anything. Sweetheart, get a dog. Buy a cat. Pets, like, honestly, if she wants to live that kind of life, then she needs to get pets. No, she wants children. She wants children.
Because who's going to raise? How are you going to take your kids to Colombia, South Africa, and all this other kind of stuff? Have you ever even babysat? I need you not to overtalk me.
You see, she done fucked up. See, she's done fucked up. She's done fucked up. You see, because now Tevin Manuels is in the building. So she was polite up to that point. Like, she was cool, right? Listen, a little back and forth was cool, but now she's done fucked around. She's done fucked around, and now Tevin Manuels has to come in and regulate shit. Now he's got to come in, and he's got to set her straight. And what she has to understand is that this is Kevin's show.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay, this is my show.
Goddamn right. Let her know something, Tevin. Let her know something. See, it's on now.
I don't know. Have you kept a kid for longer than a week?
Psh.
Have you kept anybody's child for longer than a week?
Of course not.
No.
Then you have no idea what you're talking about.
Nope.
And I'm going to go ahead and level set you real quick.
Oops, he said I'm going to level set you real quick. Uh-oh.
I'm going to level set you real quick. Ma'am, yes, as a single woman, you can go to these places. But just like I said at the beginning of the show, it's not about you.
That's right.
You get married for something bigger than you.
That's right.
You don't even want to do the number one job and raise your kids. You want somebody else to raise them so you can have some independence.
Do you see her body language? Look at the way she's looking. She's not listening to what Kevin is saying. She's not listening to what Kevin is saying. She is listening to respond. Watch her face. Watch her face.
Married for something bigger than you. You don't even want to do the number one job and raise your kids. You want somebody else to raise them so you can have some independence.
You know it.
Then buy a dog.
There it is.
That's not a wife. That's not a mother.
So according to your standards,
not according to my standards, Mom. Mom, it's not according to my standards. Your grandmother is raising your kids so you can go work in finance or the criminal justice degree is not my standard.
I'm only saying your standard because we're having this dialogue, and I'm only hearing from your perspective.
This is funny. I love it when women try to do this. I love when women try to disqualify a man's wisdom by saying, well, this is just what you're saying. So according to what you're thinking, according to the way you feel, and they want to disqualify that, well, you're not every man. Not all men feel this way. So I'll acknowledge, listen, maybe I agree with you, but this is only your opinion. Bitch, please.
On it at this current moment. Not saying that men don't agree with you. However, I'm just saying that according to you, once you lock into marriage as a woman, you're supposed to be a housewife or just lock into.
What's the purpose of marriage?
Yes, that's exactly what you're supposed to do, Miss Career Woman. That is exactly like. Well, see, there you go. Do you guys hear the way she characterized it? So once you're locked into marriage, like it's a bad thing, You're just supposed to be a housewife? Well, yes. That's exactly what you're supposed to be. That's exactly what a man who is concerned with his legacy expects from you.
Marriage? What's the purpose of marriage? What's the purpose of marriage?
For me, the purpose of marriage is partnership, unifying worlds,
Here we go.
and basically essentially helping each other to grow and
Ma'am, excuse me. Hold on.
Here she goes. Now she's giving her, well, what marriage is to me. Go on, girl, speak your truth. When somebody says, I'm speaking my truth, that means they're talking a bunch of bullshit.
Hold on. I didn't ask you this earlier, but are you a Christian or no?
Hell no.
No, I'm spiritual, but I don't like.
Okay. So,
dude, guys, I cannot say this enough. Listen, this is very, very important. Let's listen to this exchange again. Kevin asked her a point blank yes or no question. He asked her and he's asked her point blank yes or no questions throughout this exchange. And women, dude, she just will not give him a straight answer. He asked her, are you a Christian? All she had to do was tell him no. What does she say?
Hold on. I didn't ask you this earlier, but are you a Christian or no?
Listen.
No, I'm spiritual, but I don't.
Unbelievable. Watch this.
Excuse me. Hold on.
Watch.
I didn't ask you this earlier, but are you a Christian or no?
Do you see this right here where she's looking up and to the left? You see where she's looking up? You know what she's thinking? You know what she's doing when she's looking all around? She's doing what every woman does, which is to figure out the best way to answer a direct question indirectly. Instead of saying, no, I'm not a Christian, she says, I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious. Sweetheart, that's not what Kevin asked you. Are you a Christian means, do you subscribe to the traditional Judeo-Christian beliefs? Yes or no? Women mislead people and men all the time by simply not answering questions directly. If a woman cannot answer your questions directly, that's a woman that cannot be trusted. You're never going to get the truth out of her. You're never going to know exactly what's going on because she's always misleading you in some way, shape, or form. It is painstakingly aggravating to talk to women like this. Shout out to KMM with the £5 British super chat. Says she's gonna give her kids to her mom and her auntie to care for. That's what she means. Yeah, exactly. Teddy KGB $5 says, and it's video breakdowns like this that will literally save men. Thank goodness for the manosphere. Yeah, you got that right. Jason Moreno $5 says, if I may jump in real quick, D, she wants kids so she can get income. If she has pets, well, there's just no financial help in that scenario. Jason, I think you might have nailed it. Jason. I think you might have nailed it. I think you're right. I don't think this woman wants children because she wants to have kids. She wants them for the tax breaks. Like, that's what this is. She wants kids so that she can get the child tax credit. That's what she wants them for. She doesn't really care about having kids. She cares about the tax breaks that come with them. I think you nailed it. I absolutely think you nailed it. Holy shit. Serious. Says if the girl doesn't want to be a housewife, this is on the Sharpe stream side, I don't see the point of marrying them. Live on your own, babe. Let me have my house to myself. You can come visit when you want. We can even go on trips together. But if you don't want to be a wife and a mother, you're not getting married. Not even a question. Totally agree. RPAP on the Sharpe stream side says, well, when you want a high-value man who can afford to make you a housewife, and if he wants to marry you and you marry him, yes, you become a damn housewife for him. And if you don't want to, don't marry a high-value man. Marry a regular guy so you can keep your job. But a high-value man didn't become a high-value man to come home to a dark, empty house at the end of the day and sleep in an empty goddamn bed. Dude, hold up. Real talk. I think Jason Moreno nailed her. I think he nailed her. She does not want to be, she wants to have children for the tax credits. I think that's obvious. I think it's obvious. RPAP says, I grew up in a neighborhood of doctors, bankers, and business owners. Those men didn't become doctors to then have wives that weren't home when they got home from a 12 to 24-hour shift. They don't want you to be independent. It's not that they don't see here, the independent, as far as modern women's version of independence is concerned, is they don't want to have to answer to anyone. That's it. I want to maintain my independence. Translation, I want to continue to do whatever it is I want to do without consequences or accountability. Well, if that's what you want, sweetheart, then you don't need or want to be married. If you want to be independent, then don't be in a relationship. It's quite simple. But like we always say in this community, women always want the benefits without the costs. They want to be hot without hitting the gym and eating right. They want the good relationship without having to be a quality woman. They want a traditional man without having to be a traditional female. Every single time. Every single freaking time. Unbelievable. I think Jason Moreno nailed her. I think that's exactly what she's doing this for.
No, I'm spiritual, but I don't
spiritual.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
claim a religion.
around the world, the purpose of marriage is a woman to be a man's helpmeet. Everywhere else in the world where they have family,
Yep.
a wife's job is to be her husband's helpmeet.
Yep.
What you're talking about is some last 60
Some bullshit is what it is, Kevin. Call it what it is.
year womanist, feminist gibberish that doesn't work. Partner.
Look at her. When she looks up, she's trying to think of an argument.
All this other kind of stuff. Ma'am, at the end of the day, you'd be marrying somebody. You get pregnant and have the baby, but the responsibility of raising that child would be offloaded to somebody else that
Bingo.
you pay.
There you go.
That person,
go.
while you're at work doing whatever, is grooming your child.
Yes.
You're not raising.
And this is funny. Kevin is telling her this as though she doesn't realize this. See, Kevin is assuming that she wants to have children for the right reasons. And so when Kevin is letting her know, he's letting her know, hey, think about what you're saying here. You want to have children, then you want somebody else to raise them. Someone else is grooming your children. She doesn't bat an eye. You want to know why, Kevin? Is because she understands this already. She knows this already. That's why she's okay with it. Ostrike $10 says, is having children more profitable than pets after the expenses? Man, I'm going to tell you what. That's a very good question. Mr. Shane Vicious, $2 says, kids are a financial liability. Yes, they are. Jason Moreno, $5. This is the comment of the day. Said, she's in finance. You tell me she isn't watching on child support, withholdings, child dedications, etc. Get the fuck out of here. You've been pegged, sweetheart. That's it, man. Dude, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. This woman has been in payroll for 5 years. She sees the tax breaks people get. She sees the W-2s. She sends them out. You don't think you don't think she knows the tax returns these people with 4 and 5 kids are getting? What is it? Every January until like May, every hood rat is tax rich. They get their little tax check, $12,000, $15,000. They go out and finance a BMW. They're out here buying this, going there. And then like 15 minutes later, they're broke. They're getting their car repoed because they can't afford the car payment. This woman clearly understands the tax benefits that come with having children. This is why she wants children. She wants children for financial reasons, not to become a mother. I think Jason's right.
Raising a child,
So is a woman not
ma'am, I'm not finished.
Uh-oh. You better watch out.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay, this is my show.
This is my show, goddammit. Let her know.
You're maintaining a life at that point. That's all.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Is a woman not able to work and take care of a child?
Yes, she is able to work and take care of a child. Of course she is. Women can do whatever they want. Is it what's best for the child?
Nope.
Of course not. See, this woman is not thinking about what's best for her family. She's thinking about what's best for her. This stuff is going in one ear and out the other. Tell her, Devon.
This is you. Sucking up everything but this knowledge.
Real talk. Real talk. She's just listening to respond at this point.
Do you feel
What
as
do you
if
mean?
it's either
What do you
or?
mean? A woman is not able. A married woman?
Because it sounds.
Are you
like
saying a married woman, ma'am? I'm trying to be clear. Is a
yes,
married woman?
A married woman. Yes.
Well, before I answer that question, what's more important, your job or your children?
My children.
So he asked her, what's more important, your job or your children? She says, my children. You want to know something? Look at her face. I believe her. I believe her. Look at her face. The audacity of him to ask this question, what's more important, your job or your children? Well, my children. I believe her. I believe that she believes that right now. I believe she believes that right now. This right here, just watch this. Watch this. This is the difference between, and what feminism has tried to do is it has tried to deprogram the female mind to prioritize their jobs over their families. So this whole time she's going back and forth with Kevin. Well, why can't a woman work and take care of kids and blah, blah, blah. Then Kevin went right to it. What's more important, your job or your kids? Bingo. The female hard drive kicks in. She gives the right answer.
Woman, ma'am? I'm trying to be clear. Is a married woman?
A married woman, yes.
Well, before I answer that question, what's more important, your job or your children?
My children.
See that? Right there. Right there. That is truth right there. That is the female instinct coming forth. That's the female instinct coming forth. Look at her face. Kevin, that's a stupid question. Of course my children are more important than my job. Right? Unfortunately, her talking points don't support her hard drive. Kevin had to keep it real. Okay, hold on. What's more important, your job or your children? Boom, there's your answer. My children. Of course. Of course. The problem is that she's been raised to believe that they're equal. And at some point, if and when she ever does pull this little hat trick off, at some point, she's going to be like, you know what? My kids really are more important than my job. I'm fucking miserable. I'm missing out on my children's lives because I work too much. Well, by the time she realizes this, it's too late. It's too late. Her 16-year-old son, you know, he's involved in football, and when he's not at football practice or playing games, he's at his buddy's house. Your 14-year-old daughter doesn't even talk to you anymore because, well, she's a teenage girl. She sits up in her room on her phone all day. She doesn't want to talk to nobody. That teenage angst is too late.
Then everything you've described, I want the audience to list.
Oh boy.
I want you guys to write down in the comment section, what has she described as more important to this point? Her job or her family? Ma'am, I'm letting the 21,000 people know. See, you can't reject that.
Right.
So you can't reject that.
Right. What Kevin is telling her is you cannot reject biology. See, Kevin is acknowledging that he believes that she instinctively knows that her children are more important than her job. She knows this deep down inside. But her talking points would lead us to believe that she values her job more than her children. You can say your children are more important, and I believe her in that moment, but everything that she has argued clearly suggests that her job is more important. Kids are merely an inconvenience. I'm going to just drop them off at my grandma's house while I can go off and conquer the world. As though her children are somehow a hindrance or a speed bump on her road to success. No, sweetie, that's not why you have kids.
You need to just be.
The comments, so
But you have to wait. I didn't say I'm going to tell you how I'm experiencing you. I want you to understand how men and women are hearing this. Everything you've talked about has been about this new wave mother stuff.
There it is.
It's like I want to be independent and I want to travel and this and that. Nope. That ain't about family. That's about you.
Nope.
What
I
the French toast?
definitely want to travel with my family.
I definitely want to travel with my family. Okay, now she's hedging. I mean, listen, maybe you can take a family vacation every year, but when she says travel, no, she's talking about traveling all the time, and she ain't got money like that. Especially not with no 3 goddamn kids.
That's possible. I've seen it in real life.
Here we go. That's possible. See, this was my argument with Kevin Ray Wilder. Kevin Ray Wilder, and again, listen, man, he came in here, he came into the Lion's Den, and, we verbally sparred. But what he constantly did is he kept pointing to the outlier. Yes, Donovan, I understand that most of the time it's like this, but there are these few times where it's like that. No, that's not what I teach here. I teach men to go by probabilities, not possibilities. So while this woman says, well, I want to travel with my kids, and I've seen it in real life, I'm sure you have. But that is not a probability. That is a possibility. And there have to be extreme, extenuating circumstances for you to be able to travel regularly with your family. Devon and I, next summer, we plan on taking Olivia overseas. We want to take her to Paris, France, because Olivia, she takes French, and she's always been fascinated with Paris, just like every, 13, 14-year-old girl, right? So next year, we plan to take her to Paris. She doesn't know it yet, but that's what we want to do. Guess how? And listen, this girl isn't even related to, well, she's Dev's niece, right? But you wouldn't believe how much red tape is involved in terms of 2 people who are not married taking a minor to another country. That's 1 kid. How you going to do that with 3? How you going to do that with 3? Is it possible for her to do what she wants to do? Yeah, but it's not probable. Hold up. Yeah. Probable. We live in probabilities, not possibilities.
I'm pretty sure people can attest
Sure,
to that.
it's possible.
Well,
It's possible, but I'm also going to ask you this too. It's possible. And with how many children you say you want? 3? 2 or 3?
Uh-oh.
correct.
How much money is your husband going to have to make in order to support a family of 3?
Oh boy, more math.
In New York City.
Technomage B5, $5 says, next question, how does your job benefit your children more than you taking care of them personally? Exactly. I mean, dude, my mother had an in-home daycare center when we lived in Hawaii. It was the perfect situation. She got to work from home. She had an in-home daycare center. And we as kids, we loved it. All the little cute babies and all that. Then we got done. Go out and play baseball. So it's the summer. That's where it could possibly work. Not the way this woman's talking about.
To where you can travel out of the country.
Uh-huh.
Probably over, definitely in the high 2s, 3s.
In the high 2s. See, here we go. See, now she's starting to realize that she needs a top 1%er to make her dreams come true. And from the looks of her, she ain't a top 1%er.
300,000. And over.
Oh boy.
Definitely in the high 200. No. Definitely in the high 2 or 300s. So he's gonna have to another one of these men who's gonna have to be in the top 1%, top 3%. How tall are you?
Oh, here we go. Oh man. Oh no. Oh, here we go. I should have seen that coming. Dude, this is why Kevin is this is why he's the master, man. So what he's done is he has established how unlikely it is for her to be able to do this. It's possible, yes, but certainly not likely. So he gets all of this information from her. Okay, listen, you want to have 2 to 3 kids? All right, bet. All right. You work in finance, you're making about 90 a year? All right, cool. All right. You want to travel the world and do this and that? Okay, all right. So how much does your husband have to make to make this little plan of yours work? I don't know. Into the high 2s, maybe the 3s. So now Kevin having all of the information, now he is going to do an assessment. Okay, this is what you say you need. Let's see if this is what you deserve. Let's see if this is what you can fetch on the open market.
So he's going to have to, another one of these men who's going to have to be in the top 1%, top 3%. How tall are you?
He doesn't even break stride. Like, the way he does it, hold on, listen. He always hits him out of nowhere. Because even, dude, I've watched Kevin forever. Understanding, how he leads into this and knowing his technique and how he catches them by surprise, I know this. He still catches me off guard. He catches me. Dude, Kevin's one of my best friends. He still catches me off guard. Watch this. He doesn't, and watch. He doesn't say, all right, so you need a top 1% guy. Let me ask you a question. So you want a top 1% guy, so you need to be a certain kind of way. So let me ask you this. How tall are you? Nope. He just goes, oh, so you need a top, how tall are you? He just goes right into it. This is by design. This is by fucking design. I love when he does this shit.
So he's going to have to, another one of these men who's going to have to be.
Watch Kevin's body language. He doesn't even break stride. He doesn't break stride, doesn't change the tone of his voice. He goes right back into it. Here we go.
In the top 1%, top 3%. How tall are you?
Uh-oh.
5'2".
Yeah, she knows it's coming. 5'2".
Dress size?
4.
Okay, wait a minute.
3%.
Hold up.
How tall are you?
5'2".
5'2". How tall are you? 5'2". That's the truth. Listen to this. Watch.
Dress size?
4.
4. Let's watch the body language. So I'm gonna wait for him to ask, how tall are you? Then I'm gonna turn the sound down, and you will clearly see the difference in her body language when she tells him her height versus her dress size.
3%. How tall are you?
Now I'm gonna turn the sound all the way down. Let's move Tevin. I think Tevin has managed to put a wrangle on this. How tall are you? Watch her face. 5'2", looking directly at the camera. 5'2". That is the truth. Dress size. Uh-oh. Let's see what she says.
4.
Stop the cap.
5'2", your dress size is 4. Okay. Now, for the record, Kevin doesn't believe her. He doesn't believe her. But Kevin can't tell a woman she's lying. He's not, you're not a dress size 4, so he probes a little deeper.
How much you weighed last time you weighed yourself?
150. But
5 foot, 2 inches tall, 150 pounds. 5'2", 150. Okay.
but
You're not a dress size 4. Not dress.
You're not a dress size 4. Nope.
Nope.
Stop the cap.
Gotcha. King Life says stop the gap.
Size 4. It's a lie. It's not a dress size.
He said that's a lie.
I'm not.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. You're dress size 4. You're dress size 4. That don't matter. Don't matter. You're fine, man.
No. See that? Kevin's like, you know what? I'm not even going to do it. Cool. You got it. You're a dress size 4. Kevin's just going to move right past it. He's like, no, you got it.
Next question. On a scale from 1.
See that? Kevin's like, no, you got it. You got it. I'm wrong. You're telling the truth. Telling the truth. Kevin's like, no, we're going to let it go. See, Kevin already knows that she's been exposed. He knows she's been exposed. He knows this. So he said, no, we're going to move on.
No.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Uh-oh.
No, ma'am. Okay, this is my show.
God damn. I said no.
Oh, shit. She'd have made his ass curse. He said, God damn it, I said no. Stop the gap.
I said, next question. On a scale from 1 to 10, you can't use 7. Where would you rank yourself?
See, here's the thing. She doesn't realize that this is not her. Like, the thing is this, man. These women think that they can come on and, like, control the show. No, this is not her show. You want to know why? Let Tevin tell you why.
Ma'am, this is not Burger King in the 90s, okay? You can't have it your way.
No, you cannot. If you ask a question, if he asks you a question, you got to answer said question.
Fresh face out of the shower, your natural hair.
So he asked her from a scale of 1 to 10, fresh face out the shower, you can't use 7.
Okay, that's how I look right now. So
I'm asking you, what would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10, fresh face out of the shower? Where would you rank yourself? Can't use 7.
Fresh face out the shower. I'm an 8.
Oh boy. I'll tell you what, man, you cannot. You know what? I might have heard wrong. Let's rewind that just to make sure I heard that correctly.
Would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10, fresh face out of the shower? Where would you rank yourself? Can't use 7.
Fresh face out the shower. I'm an 8.
A size 8? Is that what she's talking about? She's talking about a size 8? Size 8? Oops. Still here. So fresh face out the shower, you're a size 8. You consider yourself to be an 8. And you guys can tell, she don't believe that. She knows look. No, I ain't let you get away with that. No,
Stop the cap.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
What, the French toast?
She looked like she just told the joke. She looked like she just told a joke. Ain't no way this woman thinks she's an 8. After Devon gets her boob job, see, right now Dev is an adjustable 6. After she gets a boob job, she'll be a 7.5, maybe an adjustable 7, soft 7. This bitch talking about I'm an 8.
Really, nigga?
I'm an 8. If I can't use 7, I'm an 8. I'm not gonna go low. I'm gonna go
You're
high.
6.
I see myself high.
You're 6. You're cute.
I'm not a 6.
Oh, wow. Now, see, this is where Kevin and I diverge. See, Kevin's being nice. And listen, man, he just took a vacation. So yeah, Kevin's feeling a little better, right? He's feeling a little better because, well, he just got off vacation. But she called herself an 8.
You're 6 every day, man. You're 6 every day and twice on Sunday. 5'2", 150 pounds, man. You're cute.
5'2" and 150. And look at her. She can't believe it.
You think 150 pounds is...
You're cute. You're cute.
Are you kidding me? Dude, hold up. Wait. Are you for real with this? Yeah, Kevin's being really, really generous. I think Kevin was in a good he was in a good mood.
You're cute. I'll give you cute. But if you're 150 pounds or 5'2", you're a bit of a dress size 8, 6'8".
There it is. Black Wolf Inc. $5 says she's a solid 5 on a good day Average at best.
Stop the cap.
For the love of God.
Stop the cap.
You better believe it.
And here we get right down to the man who's making the kind of money you're talking about has a lot of options. That's what it really gets down to.
Yep.
It don't matter what you think, man. Did you hear what I said? The man you're talking about, $200,000+ has a lot of options. Do you not understand that? Do you not agree with that?
I understand that.
Of course you
So
understand.
if he has a lot of options, what men who want families don't pick are women who are a 6. Whether you like it or not, you're not an 8, 9, or 10. An 8 puts you right at Beyonce's level
Real talk.
or higher, and that's not you. I'm not saying you're unattractive. I just said you're
Giving
cute.
Beyonce
Ma'am, I'm moving on. Bottom line is men don't pick women who, these men tend to want legacy. They're not looking for someone who's looking for a partner.
Right. And Kevin is absolutely right. Kevin is absolutely right. Most men who want to have children, they want legacy. They want legacy. I guess I'm an exception to the rule, so there's no need in me pointing that out. But this is what men want. They want legacy. They don't want a wife, just like, I forget who said it on the Sharpe stream side. Dude, these guys are out here titans of the industry, working 12 and 16-hour days. They're not trying to come home. They're not trying to come home to an empty house. They're not trying to pick up their kids from daycare. Nah, man. They want to come home to a nice meal, their lovely wife and kids, and sleep so we can do it all over again.
Looking for a wife to raise their children, to pass their culture, their beliefs on. Listen, ma'am, listen.
Oh boy.
Oh, Jesus. Women like this believe being a mother means giving birth.
Oops.
That is not what being a mother means.
Uh-oh.
The things that we remember about our mothers and our grandmothers is they did more than gave birth to
Is that?
us. They raised us. Your grandmother my grandmother was a nurturer. Her family was primary.
That's right.
We traveled, but no damn way would she put her travel up before her family.
There you go.
And the work, you're not supposed to want to give your kids over to anybody else. You're supposed to want to have your kids at home. You're supposed to want to have a lower standard of life.
There you go.
Smaller home to keep your children and your family where it's important, so you input into them. Women like you, modern women think giving birth and being a mother are synonymous. They're not.
Nope, they're not. Giving birth and being a mom are two different things. I wrote an article a long time ago. There is a huge difference between a mother and a mom. I actually wrote an article and did a companion podcast. You guys should definitely go check that out. While I'm on the topic, pardon me. While I am on the topic, the difference between a mother and a mom. If you want access to my premium content, become a patron at patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. There you will find my entire archive from the very first episode, including the difference between a mother and a mom. You will also get Sharpe Shorts, Q&A, videos banned from just about every platform out there, including this one, access to Sharpe Stream, as well as huge discounts on courses. Patrons also have the option to upgrade their memberships to get access to the podcast versions of my live stream in both video and audio, so you can watch at your leisure or listen on the go at the gym or at work. Remember, use earbuds if you don't want to get fired. Podcast versions are free of all of the small talk, free of all of the jibber jabber, free of all of the shilling, and all of the grifting. So if you want just the steak and potatoes without all the extra stuff, upgrade your membership today. Patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Let's continue.
And damn sure not for the kind of men earning the kind of money you're talking about.
Balance as a woman as well.
She says, I think you can have balance. Ain't no balance. Listen, man. No. See.
There's no.
Oh.
Okay, ma'am. I got news for you. Okay, I got news for you.
Here we go.
There's no balance with the kind of men you're talking about. What are you doing with your microphone?
Is that her?
There is no balance for the kind of, again, understand, guys, this woman wants a man making $250,000 or more. There ain't no fucking balance with that.
Oops. Uh-oh. She made him cuss. And he's right. He's 100% right. When a woman says, there should be balance, what she wants to be a part-time mom. Listen, man, most women who have children are part-time moms. And this is why children are a shit show right now, because we have too many part-time moms. Too many part-time moms. Moms want that balance. Well, I want to be free and independent and have fun, but still be super mom.
Nope.
It does not work that way.
And I want folks to understand. She's not a rude woman, but this is a cute black woman who wants a man who has the buying power of $250,000 or more, and the best he's gonna get is a renter womb. And your grandma got to raise his kids.
Oh. What you got to say?
Men don't want that, man.
Why is she laughing? Oh, shit. I guess that's the end of the interview.
Get off my line.
There it is. That's a wrap.
And thank you for being polite, but see, again, but I want you to understand, criminal justice, I'm doing finance, this is that modern woman stuff.
Yep.
I don't want to give up my independence. I want to be able to travel to Ghana and this and that. So I'm going to go burden my grandmother to make my grandmother raise my children so I can live this Instagram life.
Get off my line.
That's it. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. So while it appeared she was off to a great start. She really was. 28, never married, no kids. It's clear that she clearly doesn't want children for children's sake. She simply does not. She doesn't. And I don't think it did not take Kevin long to hang on. There we go. It did not take Kevin long to expose her. Kevin's got 1 million subscribers, man. You don't think that her potential future husbands are watching? Women very, very rarely think before they act. Guys, I'm getting ready to do my dating show breakdown, Temptation Island. Doing the dating show breakdown, Temptation Island. Oh, by the way, fun fact. Tonight is bowling night. That's right. The league that we won last year, or last season, they have asked us back to defend our title. We are the defending champions. That's one thing about Devon and I that is unique. So we've been a part of now 2 different bowling leagues at 2 different bowling alleys. We've been in 3 different leagues at 3 different bowling alleys, and we've won 2. We've won 2 of these titles. So yes, they asked us back to come back and defend our title. So we are absolutely going to do that. So I'm looking forward to being back on the lanes tonight. Of course, I'll tell you guys all about it, even though you don't give a shit. So as of right now, I'm going to take a short break after, of course, my ending here. I will be right back here on Sharpe Stream for the dating show breakdown, Temptation Island. It is really, really, really starting to get real. Really starting to get real. That's going to do it for this, the 776th edition of TSR Live. My thanks to Kevin Samuels for allowing me to use his video. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. My bad. Shout out to the entrepreneur with the 20 CHF super chat. Sorry about that. Says Tevin Manuels is cool. I like him. He almost looks as if he were Kevin's son. Anyways, here are 20 Swiss franken for direct support for you. Enjoy. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Okay, now we can do it. Yes, very good. That's going to do it for this edition of TSR Live. Again, my thanks to all of my super chatters, all of my sharpshooters. If you want to watch the dating show breakdowns, go to sharpstream.com, download the app you can watch for free. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Get thousands of hours of content, not get thousands of hours of content not found anywhere on patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Link in description.
What the French toast?
Well, I have done a ton.
All right. All right. It is now time for the Temptation Island breakdown. If you would like to watch it live, simply go to sharpestream.com. Sharpestream.com to download the mobile app. The mobile app is compatible with Android and iPhone. So whether you have an iPhone, an Android, doesn't matter. You can still enjoy it. So I'm going to say goodbye to every audience except for Sharpestream. Thank you guys for tuning in.